Hey there guys and gals, welcome back, and today we're going to take a little look at a newly released game called Dizzle. Just to get the facts straight, the game has been released in Asia prior to today and prior to when it came out a couple of days ago, but I played it in closed beta a little bit, and it is now released on Steam as free to play, so let's talk a little bit about it. What I want to cover is what the game is, related to another game that I've heard it's very similar to, though I haven't played myself, and then ultimately answer, is it fun, listing the whys as to why yes or why not, and kind of letting you guys figure out if you think it is yourself. And ultimately it's free to play, so you can always download it, give it a shot, and if you don't like it, don't play it. Easy peasy, right? So what is Gears of War, or not Gears of War, let me back that up. What is Dizzle? Dizzle is a third-person shooter. You can hug walls for cover and pop out, much like the old Nintendo 64 title, I think it was, called Winback. Other people are relating it to Gears of War on the forums. I've never played Gears of War, so I can't accurately speak to that. But apparently, people that did like the Gears of War game seem to also say they enjoyed Dizzle. And now, ultimately, is the game fun? My resounding answer is yes. I've played not a ton of it, under 20 hours for sure. But I've enjoyed it. Plain and simple. The mechanics are easy to grasp. The gameplay is pretty crisp. There's not too many complaints, and taking it at face value and for what it is, it's quite fun. So that being said, let's delve into a little bit of the positives and the negatives. First, I will start with the negatives. It's a free-to-play game, not a negative in and of itself, but as a shooter and a free-to-play game, all shooter free-to-play game seems to be kind of adopting the same model of renting weaponry for a certain amount of time, and after that time it expires. This game is no exception. You do indeed rent weaponry for a defined amount of time when you purchase the weapon. There wasn't a permanent purchase option in the beta, so I'm assuming it's not there either. However, even though you have to rent weaponry, I'll say that 30 times fast, even when playing at just the defaulted weapons you're given, I've not noticed a disadvantage. So even the quote-unquote crappy weapons, you can still do just fine with. What else? Free-to-play weapon renting, snipers. Snipers are kind of annoying, as in all games, but this game particularly, because the maps are very small and close and action-packed, the devs have decided to allow snipers to kill in one hit, some of them to kill in one hit, to the chest and to the limbs, the extremities. So I understand why it's necessary, because it's close pace, or close and fast pace, but it's also really annoying to get shot in the toe and die. And the last negative that I can think of offhand is the server count. They're split up, partitioned up by US West and US East, etc., but there don't seem to be very many servers in each selection. Not necessarily a bad thing, just means the player base isn't huge, at least not yet. But you do have a few options, and those options that you do have all seem to have pretty good ping. I've not found any latency or lag issues in any of the games I've been in so far. So with those negatives in mind, let's move on to the positives. The mechanics of the game are really pretty smooth. Sprinting, rolling, you can't bunny hop too crazily. The cover mechanics, they all come together pretty nicely and make it fun. I haven't noticed any real big flaws. Another thing I personally like for shooters is the small close quarter map. I feel like it really pushes the pace of the game, and for a game that is kind of a run and gun-ish game, it's to me really crucial to be close to your enemies, because otherwise everyone just snipes. Lastly, let's see. Those are kind of the positives. I mean, the positives are just that it's fun. The gameplay is fun. There's really nothing else to delve into much other there. No weird mechanics, as I said. It's a fast-paced, kind of a run and gun. There's lots of different little ways to get around your opponents. I can go into a few of those here. Down in the left corner, you'll see my skill tab. I'm using the default skill of shield. And so as I take damage and deal damage, that bar charges, and when it gets to full, I can shield myself. So you can be in a firefight, get pretty damaged. Your enemy thinks they're going to be able to outgun you. You slap on your shield and rush them, and they just stand there thinking they're going to gun you down and then get killed. The Melee attacks are also kind of fun. You have the options of charge up and regular / fast attack. You know, nothing super spectacular there, but a fun thing about it is that if you see throughout the gameplay, you'll see like an F hovering on the ground, and that is either for a friendly player to help revive them, or a dead player, you can execute them with a cool little cinematic. So if you want to get all snazzy and make them watch you kill them for a longer period of time, you can kind of troll them with that. But there's not much else to say about the game. Dizzle, it's free to play. It's pretty fun. And being free to play, you can give it a shot and download it. And if you don't like it, then just delete it. But I've had a good time. I imagine if you're watching this, you're somewhat interested in third-person shooters, so you yourself may have a good time. But that's it for Dizzle review. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to post them, and I will try to answer them as best I can, though I don't plan on doing much more coverage of Dizzle. It's just a game I found that was fun and would eat up a few hours. Alright guys, well that'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and as always, if you did enjoy, please either like or subscribe to my channel. I'd appreciate any and all support, and catch you on the next one. Take care.